Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I have some intriguing news that could reshape the NFC West and give the 49ers a serious boost as they aim for another deep playoff run. Rumors are swirling around a potential trade that could see Jaylon Johnson, the talented cornerback from the Chicago Bears, donning the red and gold very soon. This isn't just speculation. It's coming from league sources like Diana Rossini, who has a pretty good track record of breaking these kinds of stories. The Bears, currently sitting at 5-4 with about $16 million in cap space and some issues on their offensive line. They've been losing a lot of sacks, especially with Williams, who's been getting pressure on the quarterback, are reportedly open to trading Johnson. The Bears are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially after some key injuries on offense like Odun's, who's been out for 3 games due to a back injury. They're eyeing a rebuild, and it makes sense. Chicago could be looking to flip Johnson for a couple of draft picks, hoping to reload with a second-rounder in 2026 and a 4th in 2027, focusing on building their offense back after a rough patch. But why does this matter so much for the 49ers? Well, San Francisco, sitting at 6-4 with about $7 million in cap space, could really benefit from adding Johnson to their secondary. The 49ers have been dealing with injuries in the back end. Lenoir has missed time with a concussion, and that's left the secondary more vulnerable than usual. Johnson, a Pro Bowl caliber CB known for his man coverage, could be exactly what San Francisco needs to stabilize that unit. His profile is impressive. He's a 2025 draft pick, played only 1 game this season but has a proven track record with 15 career interceptions, 250 tackles, and 4 Pro Bowls on his resume. His PFF grade is a solid 92, and he allows just about 50% completion percentage when targeted with an EPA per target of -0.35. That's elite stuff. He excels in man coverage about 85% of the time, and his yards per separation are just 0.7. It's clear he's a shutdown corner when healthy, and adding him could dramatically improve the 49ers' pass defense, especially against the aerial attacks of the division rivals. The strategic fit is obvious. For San Francisco, Johnson would bring not just talent but a real upgrade in their ability to neutralize short routes, something they've struggled with, especially in recent games. His 0 touchdowns allowed in man coverage this season speaks volumes about his ability to lock down top receivers. Plus, his addition could have a ripple effect, freeing up Bosa to focus more on rushing the passer without worrying so much about covering receivers, which would increase pressure and potentially rack up more sacks. And with Bosa's 9.5 sacks this season, having Johnson's lockdown skills on the outside can take some pressure off him, allowing him to be even more aggressive. The 49ers' defense, already one of the best in the league, could see a significant boost, especially in their secondary, which has been a bit shaky due to injuries. Now, let's talk about the potential impact of this move on the field. Bringing Johnson into the fold could translate into an additional 4 interceptions for the 49ers, which is a huge deal in terms of creating turnovers and shifting momentum. It could also cut down the yards allowed per pass from 6.9 to around 5.5, making it much tougher for opponents to sustain drives. This also means a boost in their pass defense rate, going from roughly 12% to nearly 29%, which is a massive improvement. And it's not just about the stats, it's about the confidence and stability this kind of player brings to the secondary. With Johnson's ability to shut down big plays, allowing only about 3.2 yards after the catch and giving up just 10% of big plays, he could be a game changer in critical moments, especially in the playoffs. Think about how this could influence the overall team dynamics. The 49ers are already one of the best teams in the league when it comes to rushing the passer and stopping the run, but their pass defense has sometimes lagged behind. Adding Johnson would, in essence, complete the puzzle, making the 49ers' defense even more formidable. It would allow Fred Warner and the linebackers to focus more on their run-stopping duties, knowing that the secondary is locked down. Warner, who's been playing at an elite level with a PFF grade of 89.9, would benefit from more predictable passing situations for the opposing offense. The defense as a whole could tighten up, reducing the points allowed from around 18.9 to roughly 14 points per game, which is huge when you're battling in the NFC West and aiming for another Super Bowl appearance. And let's not forget about the playoff implications. The odds of winning it all could see a significant shift. Currently, the 49ers are listed with plus 1,200 odds to win the Super Bowl, but if they land Johnson and bolster their secondary, those odds could plummet to around plus 500. That's a massive jump, and it's not just about the numbers. It's about the confidence that a proven shutdown corner can inspire in a team that's already dangerous. Johnson has shown in past seasons that he can be a difference maker, like in 2024, when he had 2 interceptions and a touchdown against the Lions, proving he's a playoff-ready player. His presence on the field would also bolster NFC wins, potentially increasing their win rate in the division from 60% to as high as 85%, which is crucial when battling the Seahawks and other divisional rivals. It's reminiscent of trades that have completely turned franchises around. Think of how elite corners like Richard Sherman or Patrick Surtain have transformed their teams. So, what's the bottom line? If the 49ers manage to pull this off, trading for Johnson, they're not just adding a talented player, they're making a statement. They're signaling that they're all in for another Super Bowl run, that they're willing to make bold moves to strengthen every part of their team. This move would also send a message to the rest of the league. The 49ers are serious, and they're not backing down from anyone. It's a move that could redefine their defense, making it elite, and set the stage for a dominant postseason. Plus, it would mark a new chapter in the franchise's history. A dynamic, versatile defense led by a lockdown corner who can change the course of games and elevate the team to new heights. Throughout this season, the 49ers have shown resilience, grit, and a relentless pursuit of excellence, but to go all the way, they'll need to shore up every weakness. The secondary has been a concern, especially with injuries and inconsistent play, but adding Johnson could be the solution. Imagine a backfield where Charvarius Ward is complemented by Johnson, both capable of shutting down top receivers, reducing big plays, and forcing turnovers. That's the kind of defense that wins championships. And with the offense led by Brock Purdy continuing to develop and thrive, the pieces are aligning for a deep playoff push. The addition of Johnson could be the final piece of the puzzle, unlocking a new level of dominance for the 49ers. Now fans, I know this is just a rumor for now, but the NFL offseason and trade deadlines are always full of surprises. If this deal happens, it might just be the boost that propels the 49ers into serious Super Bowl contention. The NFC West is already tough, but with a lockdown corner like Johnson, the 49ers could be unstoppable. Imagine facing off against the Seahawks, Rams, or Cardinals, knowing your secondary is locked down and ready for anything. It's the kind of move that could make a real difference down the stretch, especially as the playoffs approach and every game becomes even more critical. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.